You ever notice your dog gently placing their paw on you? Almost like they're trying to say something, but they can't find the words? Most people think it's random or just a cute habit. But what if I told you it's not random at all? What if that small touch is actually one of the deepest emotional signals your dog can give you? And once you understand it, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Because that little paw carries more meaning than most people realize. Let's start with something simple. Dogs don't have words. They don't have language like us. So everything they feel, everything they need, everything they fear or love, it comes out through behavior, through closeness, through touch. And that paw on you is one of the most intentional forms of communication they have. But here's where it gets interesting. Not every paw touch means the same thing. And that's what most owners miss. Because sometimes it means love. Sometimes it means anxiety. And sometimes it means they're emotionally syncing with you. Yes, syncing. Let's break that down. When your dog gently places their paw on you while you're sitting or lying down, their brain is doing something very specific. They are reading your emotional state. Dogs are extremely sensitive to tone, breathing, and body tension. Even when you think you're calm, they notice the smallest shift. And when they feel that emotional signal from you, they respond in the only way they know how. They reach out. That paw is not just contact, it's connection. But here's the twist most people don't expect. Dogs don't just touch you because they want comfort. They also do it because they're offering comfort. It's a two-way emotional system. Think about it. When you're stressed, sad, or even just quiet for too long, your dog often comes closer, sits beside you, then slowly places their paw on you. That moment is not random. It's your dog saying, I feel something is different in you and I'm here. But wait, there's another layer to this. Because sometimes that paw isn't just emotional comfort. It's also attention-seeking. Dogs are incredibly intelligent about behavior patterns. If they've learned that touching you makes you look at them, talk to them, or pet them, they will repeat it. But even that is rooted in emotion. Because for a dog, attention equals connection, and connection equals safety. So whether it's love, comfort, or attention, the root is always the same. They don't want distance. They want closeness. Now here's something even more fascinating. In pack psychology, physical touch is a form of bonding and reassurance. In wild canine behavior, pack members often use gentle contact to maintain group unity. So when your dog places their paw on you, they're not just interacting with you as an owner. They're treating you as part of their emotional pack, their safe zone, their person. But let's go deeper, because there's a subtle behavior most owners completely miss. Have you noticed sometimes the paw touch becomes more frequent during quiet nights or when you're emotionally low? That's not coincidence. Dogs are pattern readers. They detect emotional shifts before we even speak about them. Lower energy, slower movement, less interaction, and in response, they increase contact. It's their way of stabilizing emotional distance. Almost like they're saying, stay with me, don't drift away. And here's the part that hits hardest. Some dogs do this more with one specific person. Not everyone in the house, just one. That's because dogs form emotional priority bonds. One person becomes their anchor, their emotional reference point, and that paw becomes their signature of attachment. But what happens when they stop doing it? This is where most people misunderstand things. If a dog suddenly stops placing their paw on you, it doesn't always mean they love you less. Sometimes it means they've adapted. They feel secure enough not to seek reassurance anymore. But in other cases, it can mean emotional withdrawal. And that's why observing patterns matters more than single actions. Because dogs don't speak in moments. They speak in behavior over time. Now let's come back to the most important question. What is your dog really feeling when they touch you like that? At the deepest level, it's emotional alignment. They're trying to match your emotional world with theirs. To feel what you feel, to stay where you are, to not lose you in emotional distance. And maybe that's why it feels so powerful when it happens. Because even though it's just a paw, it carries presence, connection, and silent understanding. If this is changing the way you see your dog, you're not alone. Most people never realize how emotionally intelligent dogs really are. They don't just live beside us. They live with us emotionally, and that small paw touch is their way of saying something simple but deeply meaningful. I am here, I feel you, and I choose you. And once you understand that, you'll start noticing something else. Your dog was never just being cute. They were communicating the only way they know how. Through silence, through presence, through touch. And your dog isn't just reaching out with their paw. They're reaching out to your heart.